How's my Quad Squad doing? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quadmft here, coming at you guys with another Wisdom Wednesday, back again with the Quad Father. What's going on, Quad Father? How you doing?
Hey, what is up, Warriors? It's the Quad Father here with you on Quadmft's channel.
There we go. Wisdom Wednesday, baby.
Wisdom Wednesday.
So you guys probably already know what the series is, but I know there's some people who don't, and this is the first time they've ever seen it. So what this is you guys can send in anything you need wisdom about, I guess. Anything you have questions about.
School,
anything,
girls, cars.
Anything, whatever it is. Comment it down in the
comment
comment
section
section
below.
below. Yeah.
Racquetball, I don't know hardly anything
Barely.
about, so don't ask me about that.
Anything down in the comment section below that you guys are looking for advice, you guys could message me on YouTube as well if you prefer that way. But if you want to go ahead and comment it down below, that's the easiest way, and I'll keep you guys completely anonymous.
At QuadfatherMFT, I pay attention to all my tweets.
Where? Twitter? See? We're not talking,
about
Twitter. We're not even talking about
Dude,
Twitter.
if you're not on Twitter, you're not in social media.
Obviously, but we're not talking about Twitter.
But you could do it on Twitter.
Yeah, whatever. Hopefully you guys go down in the comment section and actually tell me about it, because I'm really, really interested. So we need questions to answer. Also, if you enjoy any time throughout, like, rating, thumbs it up, baby, because it does help it out, believe it or not.
Do we have any questions today?
Dude, we got 3 of them. We're
All
in
right,
luck. So
let's do it.
The first one we got is, did you have a sport or a hobby when you were younger with your dad? Have you done when you were younger? I think I get what he's trying to say.
His first hobby is not English.
No,
okay.
Absolutely not. So so did we have a hobby when I was younger together?
You know what I did? At first, I got you involved in the things that, everything.
Yeah.
Right? I think you tried piano. I think you tried
What age is
soccer. See, that's how good it was. It didn't. You don't even remember. If it wasn't for the pictures on your wall in frames, you would remember that you were a baseball player, and I was your basketball coach, and we were in Cub Scouts, and we did the Pinewood Derby, and
I remember nothing.
Yeah.
I'm out of
it. That was that drug I gave you. It was a Bill Cosby drug, actually.
Yeah.
Made you forget. But none of the bad stuff happened like Cosby.
Of course not. No. Of course not. So, what? But
then we did geocaching.
Yeah, geocaching was pretty fun. That was when we just went out and found stuff with a GPS.
Yeah, electronic Easter egg hunting.
Sure. Yeah.
So what do you remember then? Do you remember what you did?
I remember geocaching. I remember, obviously YouTube and Call of Duty is the big one that we have now and stuff. Right. We have that in common.
Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm. Ratchet and Clank, which just released, I think, yesterday as a new game. And then April 29th is the movie.
4/29.
Sounds pretty cool. Yeah. So I want to take what he is saying and why he's asking this, if he's looking for something to have in common with his dad, it sounds like. So
yeah. So well, I would say from the kid's perspective, you need to see what your dad does and take an interest in it. See if look, you know what? Just do it like a research project. Why does my dad find this so interesting?
Yeah.
And I don't particularly like country music, but there's a lot of people that like country music.
Of course, yeah,
okay?
a lot.
Same thing with NASCAR.
Yep.
I don't quite understand it, but there's a lot of people who like it. So there's got to be something interesting in it. So I got listened to some country music, and I kind of appreciate it. I could learn to appreciate it. Not my number one go-to. Matter of fact, I never turn it on. But if it's on it, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, NASCAR I can watch because I watched that for a few seasons.
Yep.
So find out what your dad likes and why he likes it, and just get into it enough. Just tolerate it. It's not going to kill you. If he loves it, it's not going to kill you.
Yep. There you go. So
unless it's that date weight drug. Oh, sure. Run.
Sure. All right, baby. So that's the first question answered. First question down. On to the second one. Number 2, baby. We got it right here. It says,
number 2.
What do you think is an appropriate amount of money to save throughout age? So ages 18, 25, and 40. Appropriate money to save.
Pretty much at $10, because you can buy almost any McValue meal for under $10.
$10. That's
so that's all you need. You need your next meal.
No, of course not. So yeah, $10 is all you need to save.
Yeah. No. Okay. So the real answer is it doesn't really matter on age, because if you're most people earn more as they get older.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just kind of
makes sense.
the progression.
Yep.
Whether through education, experience, whatever, you develop skills, you become valuable. Right. So, but I don't think that the number is going to be relevant, because it's going to be different for everybody. And Canadian, it's like more. Yeah. So I say 10%. Just take everything you get.
Take it as a tax.
Yeah, if you get $10, put $1 in a savings account.
Yep.
Just set it aside. You're not
time.
To be touched.
Every check you get, anything like that.
Right.
$10 or 10%.
Right.
Right into the savings account, just for the future, for your savings.
Maybe the only way you could pull it out is if you were going to be evicted from where you lived, or you actually had nothing left in the pantry. Like you ate the canned asparagus already.
Yeah.
The yams, gone.
Yep.
Okay, so when the cupboard is truly bare, then you can do it so you don't starve to death.
There you go. So
But even
that's
then,
when you can take money.
Prostitution is always an option.
Not in.
Not a good option.
Some of maybe in a country.
Male prostitutes,
of course,
they would make a lot of money, but don't do it.
Don't do it,
kids.
never.
Put 10% away.
10%.
You know, there is an
Save
app.
yourself from prostitution.
That's the name of this video. Okay, so there is an app also called Acorns.
Yep.
Okay, and basically what it does, it says invest the change. Okay, so basically what you do is, so let's say you go and you buy, I don't know, a new pair of kicks.
Okay, yeah.
Do they still call them pumped up kicks?
Of course, sure. I buy some new Roches, some
buy
new
some
Nike
new
Roches.
pumped up kicks.
Sure.
And they cost you how much? How much did you pair of
Let's
Roches?
just say $70.
$70.23.
All right,
Okay, so then it takes
$70.23.
the change. It rounds it up to $8. Takes that change, puts it in an account. When you reach $5,
you made it sound $8. What? $70.23. You
it
round it
takes
up,
up to the
so it
seven-
makes it cost $71, and that
Sure.
77 cents you have in the gap, that's what it invests.
Right, and when you get that amount of change, basically, in up to $5, you can invest it in a like a money market or some stock market thing.
There you
and
go.
so you just get to see your money grow or drop depending on how you invest. But it lets you invest a little bit at a time, and presumably you're not going to be taking it out because there are always fees to take it out.
Yep.
But until you need it, and then that's a great way to save money, and it's kind of
there you
fun
go.
because it's on the app. Dynamic, you can watch it grow.
And you don't have to put too much effort into it, it sounds like.
No, it just takes
auto
the change.
does it for you.
Just rounds up. I mean, if you
I
spend
like that. How hard is that to set up? Do you have to have...
Very easy.
Really?
Very easy,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's pretty cool. All
You just
right.
attach it to one of your ATM.
Yep.
For your bank account.
So
So
10%.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Yet.
I'm down. 10% is what you're supposed to save in this
Acorns.
Acorn app. Sounds pretty
Acorns.
cool, where it automatically invests for you. I'm sure you get to choose what funds it goes into, but
Right.
either way, it auto deducts it from you
Yeah,
once it
so
reaches
that's
$5.
a good way to save.
Very good way to save. All right. Coming into the number 3 spot, we've got the final question. We've got time management, living in a dorm at college more specifically.
Well, okay. So I always say, people say I don't have time for that.
Yep.
And I always say, well, I don't say this because I'd be a prick if I said this. But I think this. You have 24 hours in the day just like all the rest of us.
Yep.
So it's not a matter of you didn't have time. It's you didn't have time to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't make it a priority.
No.
So, but in the dorms, it's very easy to be distracted. Always something going on.
Yep.
Always some group of kids getting ready to go out and do something.
Yep.
If it's a movie or a bar or a party,
and people have different schedules than you. So
all over the place.
So it's like you probably get distracted a lot because you have class Monday
Right.
through Thursday,
Right.
And those guys have class Saturday through Monday,
Right.
or whatever.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. You time of day. You start
Yep.
to learn the people who are in the hallways around the same time as you
Uh-huh.
or coming back from class or whatever. So it's easy to be distracted, easy to have something. But if you're living in the dorms, everyone there is going to school.
Yep.
And I lived off campus. I mean, I lived at home. The first 2 years I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved and I lived in the dorms. And I learned real quick that you can say, dude, I got to study tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. Or I'll go to the next party tomorrow.
Makes sense.
There's always something going
Yeah.
on. That's why it's hard to be distracted. It's easy to be distracted. So I would say what I did was I went to the library and studied because I'm like
That
ADD,
makes
so I
sense,
got to
yeah.
have a big box around me. And
Mhm.
so what do you think? I mean,
For time management
Yeah.
in college and in the dorms, well, I have yet to do that, so I
Right.
can't say much
but how
about
do
it.
you
But
keep track of
how
yourself?
do I keep track of myself? We talked about lists.
Lists?
List is huge. So writing
Oh,
lists
okay.
on notes on your phone.
Mhm.
You've got it on there. Write it down. Whatever. Text it to yourself. I don't care.
Right.
Write it down no matter what. Write down what you have to do. What you have to do when you get home. What you have to do tomorrow morning. Set alarms. Anything like that.
Ah.
Make sure you stay on top of your stuff. It will help. It will help a lot more than you think.
And you can even use Siri. Like if you say, "Hey Siri,"
Remind
No.
me to whatever.
right? Did your thing go on?
What? Oh no.
Okay, Google. Yeah, see, I have Android.
Did it
Yeah.
work?
So no, because it's in sleep.
Oh, okay.
So, but if it was live, it would have.
Yep.
And so I just tell it, remind me in an hour to do blank.
Boom.
You
And
know,
that
feed the
works.
dogs, go to the
Simple.
bathroom,
Mhm.
take a shower.
Don't be
cut your
afraid.
hair.
Don't be afraid to tell your roommate that you got to do something.
Right.
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 In dorm.
And you don't need to
wise?
yeah. I mean, you say, hey man, it's like the old like they used to do in movies. I think. I mean, I
Mhm.
know they used to do it in movies. It was like in the 50s. They would hang a tie on the door if you had a lady over
Oh,
visiting.
okay. That, makes
That was your
sense.
signal to
Yep.
your roommate, man.
There you
Getting
go.
busy. You know, so maybe you have codes like that, or you
Yeah.
say, "Hey, I'm going to study," or
whatever.
Record
Whatever
a
it
YouTube
takes.
video.
There you go. That's what I'd be doing. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Wisdom Wednesday. You guys know that we want comments, we want questions,
We want
down in
better
the comment
questions.
section.
We want more.
Yeah, more
we want
personal
questions.
ones?
Yeah, well, questions that make us put our brains on steroids.
True.
Yeah.
There you go. So you
That's
can
what
comment
we
them down in the comment section below. I guess you can tweet him at the Quadfather. I don't know why, but sure, go for it.
Quadfather MFT because I listen. I
There
care.
you go. And you can message me on YouTube if you guys prefer that way. I don't even know how to do that, but I'll make sure to check it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's been your boy Quadmft and the Quadfather. Make sure to check out his podcast. Link down in the description below if you guys want to go and check that out. The Quadcast. It's been us, and we're at 5,000.
And I will see you in the dorms, but
Peace
not
out.
in a creepy way.
All right.